So today I want to talk about a couple things real quick. Retrobit. These guys have put out a lot of awesome cartridges over the years. Some rare stuff, re-releases, Mega Man the Wily Wars with some, fixes to the game to ease the slowdown and whatnot. You got Battletoads and Double Dragon coming out. The Toaplin collection came out. Holy Diver, Metal Storm, Awa's Awakening, Avenging Spirit. The list goes on and on. These guys have been doing some quality stuff over the past few years with their re-releases. And as you see at PRGE this year, they had some little teasers at the bottom of their display. One of them says coming soon, Valis collection. And as of this video going live, pre-orders are now available for that collection. I wanted to quickly go over that as I'm a fan of the Valis series, and there's one person who kind of got me into it just seeing how passionate they were about those games. Like, I remember seeing them, hearing about them, but I never really experienced them until maybe about 4 or 5 years ago with the Ultra Video Game Nerd with his videos that he'd put up. This right here is the face of a man who loves the Valis series. Highly recommend watching this video right here where he talks about the series, the best in the series of games, the worst, his feelings on everything. This is an excellent watch, and I remember watching this when it first went live some years back. And I remember at the end of this video, he kind of makes a short, quick plea like, hey, I really wish this company would resurrect the game. And I don't know how that's looking as, when you go back and take a look at all the games that have released, there's been quite a few. There's been quite a few games for numerous systems that started out in Japan in '86, and they're action platformers, and they're a lot of fun. And they kind of spun off a little bit. I see in 2006, Valis X was an erotic visual novel. I may have to play that someday, or not. I don't play video game novels, but hey, it's an erotic visual novel. Why not? Very weird, but the Ultra Healthy Video Game Nerd, he actually has been working on this game for quite some time, Violet Wisteria, which is obviously heavily inspired by his passion for Valis. And this game looks awesome. There is a demo available on Steam. I've been following the progress that he's done with making this game, and it's unbelievable to see what he's done with this so far. It's looking sick, so definitely worth checking this out. But to get back to Retrobit, yes, the Valis collection is now live, and there's a few cartridges that they are putting out. So these are all SEGA Genesis / Megadrive games. Beveled edges, proper voltage, all that good stuff. And each cartridge comes with, a few little extras and whatnot. Individually numbered certificate of authenticity. The number's just a placeholder up there. It's going to be dependent upon how many are pre-ordered. You get a full color manual, reversible cover for the case. I always love the Genesis cases, putting your cartridge in there. I don't know why more systems back in the day didn't do that. I know Sega in the US eventually started cheaping out with cardboard boxes, but those hard clamshells were awesome. So with Retrobit going back to the Genesis roots and not cheaping out and actually doing these hard shell cases is awesome. You get some premium art cards as well, and that is Valis 1. The next one, Sid of Valis, I believe, I don't know what the reason was for it being called Sid of Valis. It's supposed to be SD Valis, Super Deformed Valis. That is the second game in this collection. Each one of these are going to be individually sold, or you could buy them all in a bundle that comes with a slipcase, similar to what they did with the Toaplin collection. Same thing, certificate of authenticity, reversible covers, where it's like you get in the US version, the Japanese version, the clear shell for the cartridge. Very neat looking stuff. And then the third game, Valis 3. You got that yellow cartridge this time. Very cool. I never played Super Deformed Valis, so I may have to check that one out. I've kind of heard some mixed things with that game, but the first one, the third one, are really cool. I've played both of these, so it's really interesting to see them bring these cartridges out. Now, individual cartridges for this series, if you were to buy like original releases, they're not crazy expensive in the grand scheme of things. They can be a little more pricey than your more common games, obviously. But for each one loose, you're looking at like between $40, $50, maybe a little less depending on condition type of thing. But when you start getting into complete with the original box and manual, that's when you're getting over the $100, close to $200 mark, depending on the game. And then if it's a brand new copy that was never opened from back in the day, you're looking at a buttload of money. So I know this kind of stuff's not for everyone, and that's definitely fine. I can't fault you for that, but there are some people who really love they're official like reproductions, you know, and they're built to spec, they're high quality. If you get this entire collection, if you get the full set here, you're going to get it in a slipcase that looks like this. These are just renders, but typically when they share renders with me and everybody else out there in press releases and whatnot, the renders, they're pretty reminiscent of what the final product is. Sometimes they have to make some slight changes, but I would imagine this is pretty much how it's going to look. So if you get this complete collection, it also comes with this a little acrylic stand. It's like a bonus little acrylic figure with 3 characters from Valis 3, which if you've watched my channel, you know how I feel about these acrylic standee figures. Some of them look cool. I've seen some from Nintendo with like Kirby and some other characters. They look neat. Like if it fits the aesthetic of your collectibles, how you display things, great. But me, I mean, I don't know, maybe I was a little soured by that Cowabunga collection Ninja Turtles thing, but it was, you know, that was quite expensive, and yeah, this can be a little pricey too. This is like a little bonus thing. If you're going to buy all 3 cartridges, why would you get them individually? Just get them as the bundle. You're going to save a few bucks. You're going to get the slipcase and a little acrylic stand. I'm not the hugest fan of the little acrylic figures, but yeah, it's a exclusive little stand figure thing, whatever you want to call it, right? So the complete collection here. Each game, if you buy them individually, is $50. If you buy the full sets, like $145. Pre-orders are live on Castlemania games and other places throughout the world. I'll put all the links down below if you're interested. Hey, it's a neat thing. Either you're for it or you're not. That's fine. Spend your money as you will. But yeah, I thought this was pretty neat. Can't wait to see what else they have in the future. I mean, there's a few other teases there. There's a few other little teases down here. Glaylancer? What? I'm not sure what this one is down here. I can't really see that. But we'll find out. And I'm sure they got even more in the works that they haven't shared with anybody yet. But let me know what you think. Appreciate you guys. Bye.